Hey, what's up, Pep Nation? It's a deload week, where I like to call it a reload week, where we get to kind of relax a little bit, but doesn't mean that we're gonna take the full week off. It's a great week to just get some much needed recovery and rest. We're gonna start off on the ground with some foam rolling, really getting into those tight, bound down muscles. So once we finish with our foam rolling, we're gonna start off with our calf heel walk, just to warm up the ankle complex, rolling from the heel and pushing off the toe with every step, followed by our hamstring sweeps, which dynamically open and activate the hamstrings. Then we would turn around into a backside quadricep reach and pull to a hamstring kick, making sure to get up onto our toes to maximize the stretch through the quad and hip flexors. Then what we're going to do is find a wall and complete a strict lateral side kick while controlling the inward movement to maximize glute and hip activation. Then we're going to go back onto the turf and do our lunge and reach to get a huge stretch in the hip flexors and lateral hip. Turning around into a lateral pivot hip opener lunge, working on hip mobility and the ability to pivot in space to develop body control and movement awareness as one complete unit. Then we're going to go straight into a low body transfer pivot and reach, which dynamically opens our hips, adding much needed mobility in this area. Then from here, we're gonna finish off with some easy dynamic exercises to help activate and prime the muscles for training. Starting off with our scissor bounds, or also known as straight leg kicks, short and long kicks to maximize the activation and contraction in the hamstrings, along with A skips and B skips to prime the hips while developing rhythm, coordination, and fluidity. Then we're going right into our single leg low to high rhythm jumps for single leg explosiveness, body control, and stability. Then we're gonna head into 4 20-yard acceleration sprints going 30, 50, 70, and 90% effort. We finished off with some single leg Swiss ball perturbations with an added hand distraction on the second set. This is an amazing drill to turn on the switch and help prime and activate the body and the nervous system, developing balance and stabilization. From here, we did skater jumps. Now, our motto at PEP is, it's not how fast you can sprint, it's how great you can slow down. It's not how high you can jump, it's how great you can land. With this being said, with these skater jumps, you're looking for lateral distance, but also for as far as you can land with maximal control, becoming a statue without the ankle, knee, or hip caving in. So once finished, we started our change of direction training, which was just a bit different this week because it was an interval style training, which was called walk, jog, and sprint. We did this within a 20-yard radius. We did 3 rounds with 2 minutes of work and 1 minute of rest. You can play around with the sequences, but it's a great way to keep the intensity high and the heart rate up. This is amazing for deload week, so you can continue to train at a high level without overexerting yourself and keeping the body healthy. So once finished with our interval runs, we're gonna head over to the dumbbells to do our dumbbell complex training. We're looking for 3 sets of 10 reps per exercise. The first movement in our exercise is a front rack squat. Make sure to sit the hips back, keeping the chest up, and also keeping the dumbbells resting on the shoulders. Next is an RDL, which is a hip hinge movement. Keep the dumbbells close to the body, gliding up the knees and thighs, and using your glutes and hamstrings to fully extend to the lockout position. Then we're going to go straight into our overhead press with the weights on a slight angle while only using your upper body to press and not your lower legs. Then we're going to go straight into our bent over rows to target and hit the upper back region while thinking about pulling your elbows together as they drive up towards the ceiling. Then we're going to finish with our dumbbell push-up, which will add a little bit more range of motion and stretch to the exercise. Now we're gonna head back onto the turf and finish off with our Swiss ball hamstring complex, completing 2 rounds of each exercise. So the first exercise is a single leg curl. Complete 8 reps per side, followed by 8 Swiss ball hip thrusts. And lastly, double leg curls to single leg eccentric rollout. 4 reps per side. This is a great way to keep the hamstring strong and powerful to help bulletproof them and reduce your injuries. Then we finished off with some barbell smashing, just to get into those sticky, bound down muscles to help speed up recovery for our next session, while also adding in our elevated ankle calf stretch and box band ankle mobility to help increase the range of motion in our ankles. So that was a great start to the week, guys. Remember, it's a deload week, so it's all about resting and recovering. So make sure you're getting adequate sleep, you're eating a lot of food, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.